Today I'm going to show you how I make a wonderful, easy pumpkin bread. And I'm doubling my batch because I want 2 beautiful loaves, not because I want one for the freezer. So this recipe is for double. This recipe will make 2 loaves, and if you only want one, just cut it in half. So in this bowl here, I've got 3.5 cups of flour, all-purpose flour. And in my little dish here, I've got 2 teaspoons of baking soda, 3 teaspoons of salt, and 2 teaspoons of pumpkin pie spice. And that's all going to go right there in our flour. And we're just going to give that a stir and set it aside. Okay? Alright. Now, I got this bowl here. And in this bowl, I'm going to put 3 cups of sugar. I'm going to put 2 cups, let's see here, 2 cups of pumpkin puree, not the pumpkin pie mix. This is pumpkin puree. So I got that. And I'm going to do 1 cup of oil. And I'm just using vegetable oil. I'm going to put 4 eggs in there with it. And I'm going to put in 2/3 cup of milk. And we're just going to whisk that all together by hand. Now you can use your stand mixer if you want, or you can use a hand mixer to mix this. I'm just using a whisk and mix it up by hand. It doesn't take much. See how quick that mixes real fast. Okay, now that we got that all mixed, we're going to add our flour and our baking soda mixture in here. And we're just going to start mixing this together and get it really well incorporated. You can't over-mix this, so you want to make sure you get as many of the lumps out as you can when you're mixing it. That's where a stand mixer or a cake mixer comes in handy. But if you're doing it by hand, just make sure you get the lumps out. Okay, now real quick, I'm going to use the whisk, and it'll help get some of them lumps out of there. You're not going to get them all, but most of them, as many as you can. See how that's getting nice and smooth? Alright, perfect. Look at nice and smooth. Okay. Now, I've got my 2 bread pans here. I've got 2 of them. And I'm just going to divide this evenly between the 2. Make sure you get it all out of your bowl. You don't want to waste any. Yeah. All right. Now these are going to go in a 350-degree oven for about 55 to 60 minutes. Give or take a few minutes depending on your oven. So when these are done, I'll bring you back and I'll show you just how wonderful they turn out, and we'll also put together a maple glaze for them. Hey friends, my pumpkin bread is done. It turned out beautiful and it's cooling. So while it's cooling, I'm going to show you how I put together my maple glaze for it. And right here I've got 1/2 cup of, you know, somewhat melted butter. It's not runny, but you see it. It's just melted. And to that, I'm going to add 2 tablespoons of my pure maple syrup. Okay. And we're just going to mix that together. That and the butter. Get it mixed really well together. Okay. All right, and to that I'm going to add 1 cup of powdered sugar. You might need a little bit more, you might not. If you do, just add a little to it. If it's too thick, just cut it down with a little bit of milk or water. I think mine's going to be just a little too thick. So I'm going to take mine down with about a tablespoon of water. Or a teaspoon, excuse me. Just do a teaspoon at a time. There, see how quick that does? That was just like a teaspoon. Okay, so see, I'm going to have to use just a little bit more. Maybe not. Okay, I think mine's going to be perfect for me. Because when it goes on that warm bread, because the bread will still be warm, then it'll spread over nice. I don't want it too thin. So, as soon as that's cool, I'll bring it back and I'll show you how it turns out. Okay friends, look at how beautiful this turned out. Absolutely gorgeous. So, now that it's cool, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my glaze on it. Well, it's more of a frosting than a glaze, but because it's warm, it'll, you know, it'll thin down and might even run down the sides a little. I don't know, but it sure is gorgeous, isn't it? Put that on there. And that's beautiful. Absolutely. So there you have it. Simply gorgeous. So when I cut into it, I'll take a picture of it and I will show that on the video. And there you have it, friends. Give this a try. It's beautiful and it freezes well. I just have my other one cooling and ready for the freezer. So I don't want to glaze it until we get ready to eat it. But this one's going to be gone. So there you have it, friends. Thanks for watching.